There's a saying from a wise person of the past that goes like this: good things will come to you at the right time. But here's the thing. You have to do some work before you can enjoy those good things. It's like planting seeds in the spring to get a harvest later on. Just hoping or wishing for good things won't make them happen. You actually have to do the work, like planting those seeds. It might seem tough at first, but if you take a chance and do things like talking to people, helping out, or taking risks, eventually good things will happen. You might not see the results right away, but if you keep at it, your hard work will pay off. You have the potential to achieve more than you currently have by becoming a better version of yourself. If you stay the same, your life will likely stay as it is. However, if you're open to making changes, the next 5 years could be completely different from the last 5. Without change, the next 5 years might mirror the past. Think of life and business as seasons that change. Just like Frank Sinatra sings, life is like the seasons. Remember, you can't change the seasons. They are fixed when it follows fall, spring follows winter, and then comes the harvest. But here's the crucial point. While you can't change the circumstances, you can change yourself. You may not control the wind, but you can adjust your sail. You can't control what happens, but you can control how you respond to it. In the past, you may have felt confused by the changes happening around you, but now you're more self-assured. Well, we can't control external factors, which are like the unpredictable wind. We have the power to change ourselves by adjusting our sails, refining our philosophy, shaping our attitude, and enhancing our disciplines. Seasons and circumstances may remain constant, but we have the ability to transform ourselves. We all face the same winds of circumstance, an opportunity to make the most of it. Introspection is key. I found a teacher at 25, a time when I had many excuses for my struggles over the previous 6 years. I blamed the government circumstances, taxes and high prices, the usual list. However, my wise teacher taught me that the crucial factor in shaping my future wasn't changing external structures, but rather making personal changes amidst the inevitable challenges we all face. I realized I could be the driving force, the key player in shaping my own future. The moment I discovered this possibility, excitement kept me awake during the first year. The idea that they can make a significant change in my life and be the major force in determining my destiny was incredibly empowering. Instead of blaming the government or waiting for the economy to change before I could change, I shifted my mindset. I let go of the list of factors I used to blame and accepted that it was up to me. This realization brought me immense excitement because me was something I could actively improve. I couldn't change the entire economy or alter the banking structure, but I could change myself. I could set new goals, relocate, and break free from any sense of being stuck. Unlike a tree or an instinct-driven animal, I had the capacity to make choices and shape my own path. You possess the ability to think, reflect, reason, gather ideas, and make significant changes in your personal life. It's an ongoing project to explore what you can become throughout your lifetime. Personal development is the real key to a fulfilling life, because who you become is more important than what you acquire when it comes to your job. The crucial question isn't just about what you're getting, but rather, what am I becoming? It's true that what you become directly affects what you receive in life. Much of what we have is attracted by the person we've become. It's an ongoing project to discover what you can become. Personal development is genuinely the key to a fulfilling life because who you become is more important than what you acquire. You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are now. Looking at the flip side, it says if you don't alter your current state, you'll continue to have what you possess to attain the things we desire in the future. The first step is to become serious. Be serious about your personal commitment and dedicated to your future goals. Prioritize your personal development and make fresh commitments for the future. Next is to get smart. Acquire knowledge to the fullest extent possible. It requires exceptional patience to learn, as valuable ideas often come in unexpected forms. Occasionally, a concise book may contain 10 excellent ideas, while a 500-page book might only have 2 or 3. Yet it's crucial to read both types of books. You need the patience to go through the lengthy 500 pages and the excitement of delving into a short book and extracting numerous ideas from just a few pages. Reading both is essential. You can't solely focus on shorter books An essential principle is continuous improvement. Regardless of your lifespan, there's the potential to enhance yourself every day, every month, and every year. Strive to improve your understanding of life's complexities. Enhance your ability to handle diverse personalities, develop your skills in managing fear and overcoming worry. Aim to refine your communication skills using language that effectively helps people see and transform their lives. Work on honing your ability to envision your future, allowing you to expand your impact, encompassing not just your family, but also your community and country. Now here's what's next. Pray for patience. It doesn't come easy, especially for those with ambitions. Ambitions to succeed, help others succeed, and conquer our world to the best of our ability. Being patient is not a simple task, but I urge you to pray for it. Sometimes it has to come as a gift, having the patience to deal with people and customers, whether they are easy or challenging. When promises are made and delays occur, practice patience. Extend patience to yourself as well. Take a moment to relax and be gentle with yourself. You'll discover that you have the capacity to change and grow. Here's my next bit of advice. Find some extra courage, especially when faced with challenging decisions. As you reflect on the decisions that brought you to this point, you'll likely realize that making tough choices is an ongoing process. When you return home, more decisions await you. In these moments, look within for answers. Some may come from external sources like history, legacy, reputation, or the people around you. However, the crux of the matter is that the most difficult decisions are yours to make alone. Much of the courage to do so arises from within, especially when you find yourself in solitary moments, requiring you to dig deep and navigate uncharted decision-making territory. Here's a valuable checklist. Muster the courage to change when necessary. Take that leap. If reading is what you need, then commit to reading. If listening is essential, dedicate time to active listening. If growth is on the agenda, initiate the process. The crucial element is to have the courage, coupled with a touch of humility. Regardless of the scale of your success, infusing a touch of humility will elevate your sophistication beyond imagination and enhance the brilliance of your story. Keep in mind, it's essential to teach the poor not to be cynical, and equally crucial to teach the rich not to be arrogant. Here's the following advice. Embrace the courage to compromise. Knowing when to make concessions is essential for fostering harmony within your local community organization. Embrace the art of compromise. Give a little, allow others to give a little, and find the middle ground. Avoid being overly rigid. We don't want things to fall apart entirely. While it's crucial for everything to function effectively, mastering the skill of working together through compromise is equally important. Here's the next piece of advice. Have the courage to take risks. For many of you, being here required a considerable amount of courage, risking time, making necessary arrangements, and possibly committing the promises to be present. Now, as you return home, it's time to fulfill those promises. Act upon the knowledge and insights you've gained. Translate these notes into tangible actions. Action is the catalyst that transforms ideas into reality, builds cities, and constitutes the 6 days of labor. Remember, it's not about resting for 6 days and working on the 7th. The sequence is crucial. 6 days of labor followed by 1 day of rest. Just only long enough to gather strength, no more. This principle applies to food as well. Consume only what's necessary to gather strength, as the purpose is not to eat for its own sake. The ultimate goal is to build. Whether it's the city, the university, a career, good health and organization, or the foundation for the future. Dedicate yourself to those 6 days out of 7 and witness the lasting impact you can create with your own voice and hands. A legacy for yourself, your family, and your future. Our inability to come to grips with a natural tendency to procrastinate will surely send us drifting in the wrong direction. You'll realize that tolerating this tendency is too costly to continue. Moreover, your excitement about your destination will be too compelling to postpone the necessary activities. Procrastination poses a significant threat to life, as when we delay tasks, they don't appear crucial in the moment. At the end of the day, a few neglected tasks might not seem like a big issue. However, allowing these days to accumulate can result in a disastrous year and eventually a calamitous life. What are you going to do starting today? That will make a difference in how your life works out. Good question. What are you going to do? Look, If you don't do something starting today that will make a difference, guess what? It's going to be the same. And you can guess what the next 5 years are going to be like. Just look at the last 5. The next 5 years will be like the last 5 unless you make it key. Make all the changes. Our world operates under various laws. Mathematical, physical, speed, and velocity laws. Agricultural laws, and many others. As inhabitants of this spinning planet, we must grasp what I refer to as life setup. But we didn't create this setup. We find ourselves here. So it's essential to learn and understand it. Learning the setup serves 2 primary purposes. Firstly, it helps prevent harm. This is a major incentive for learning, ensuring that you avoid economic, social, and personal setbacks. Not knowing can lead to significant harm. Ignorance is not a state of bliss. It's poverty, it's tragedy. To safeguard yourself, you must acquire knowledge or else you risk facing various forms of harm. Now here's a parenthesis. You don't have to like the setup. I'm not asking you to approve of how things are. That's not the crucial aspect. What does matter is understanding how things are. So it's okay if you don't like it, but it's essential to comprehend it. This is what I conveyed to the younger generation. Ensure you acquire the knowledge. Your personal feelings about it are your own. And what actions you take based on that understanding will soon be up to you. The priority is to make sure you grasp it. Nothing is more detrimental than being ignorant. Yes, being financially struggling is challenging, but lacking knowledge is far worse. The real trouble arises when you're both financially struggling and uninformed. That's almost the end of the world. Unless, of course, you add being unwell to the equation. Being sick, financially struggling, and uninformed, that's the pinnacle of hardship. There's hardly anything worse than that. Therefore, ensure that you acquire the information. It's crucial. Whether you like it or not, it's essential to understand the primary reason for learning. Number 1 is to prevent. Now here's the second reason for understanding life set up to gain benefits. Life consists of both negatives and positives. The downsides of tragedy, heartache, misery, failure, and unhappiness, and the upsides of happiness, prosperity, and positive feelings. The key is to learn how to align with the positive aspects of life. While I acknowledge that forming new habits isn't a simple task, it typically happens gradually, not in one drastic explosion. Change usually occurs by altering small pieces and parts over time. Most of us progress by consistently nudging ourselves in the right direction, adopting 1 or 2 new habits at a time, gradually making the necessary turn. And this is where the good life comes from, those personal changes. While you can't alter the seasons, you have full control over yourself. Affecting personal transformations requires 10 inspiration and 90 effort. Pushing for change is a starting point, but it must evolve into action. Inspiration and affirmation should guide you to instill discipline in your pursuits.
In this fast-moving world, it's easy to get stuck in the same old routine and forget about our dreams. We all have things we want to do, but sometimes it's hard to find the motivation to get started. But don't worry, because in today's message, I'll be sharing 5 ways to push yourself and achieve your goals with ease. You know, my friends, you're not on your own in this battle. We all come across challenges and hurdles that can make it tough to keep going and achieve what we want. But the great news is, by tuning into this message, you can change things for the better and begin moving towards your dreams. I've dedicated decades to studying and teaching success principles, and I've seen for myself how these 5 strategies can completely change lives, making it easier for people to achieve their goals. So get set to jot down some notes and challenge yourself in fresh, exciting ways. You know, you hold the power to shape the life you desire. By putting these 5 strategies into action, you can make it a reality. Let's delve in and uncover how you can challenge yourself and achieve your goals effortlessly. Starting with number 5, we're all familiar with procrastination. It's the enemy of progress, stealing time and crushing dreams. At some point, we've all fallen victim to its grasp, delaying important tasks only to regret it later. But why do we procrastinate? It's not because we're lazy or lack motivation. Often it's rooted in fear and self-doubt, fear of failure, rejection, and doubting our own abilities to succeed. This fear paralyzes us, leading to excuses and putting things off until later, which never arrives. Procrastination traps us in a cycle, leaving us stagnant as time slips away and another year passes without progress. So how do we break free from this cycle and move towards our goals? The answer lies in finding a support system. Yes, you heard it right. A support system is the key to overcoming procrastination and achieving success. But what exactly is a support system? It's a network of people who believe in you, motivate you, and hold you accountable. Having this support gives us the courage to confront our fears, take action, and make strides towards our goals. But who should be part of your support system? It could be family, friends, mentors, or even a coach. Find out more at support. VA.gov, anyone who genuinely wants to see you succeed. Here are 3 ways a support system can help you overcome procrastination and reach your goals. Firstly, a support system provides accountability. When we have someone to answer to, we're more likely to stay on track and honor our commitments. They can offer feedback and keep us focused on our goals. Secondly, a support system offers motivation and encouragement. On days when we feel demotivated, they can give us the push we need to keep going, reminding us of our purpose and keeping us committed. Thirdly, a support system creates a sense of community. Surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals on similar journeys fosters camaraderie. We can learn from each other, share our experiences, and draw inspiration. You might be wondering, how do you find a support system? It starts with intentionality, actively seeking out individuals who can be part of your support network. Whether it's joining groups, attending events, or reaching out to admired individuals for guidance. The key is quality over quantity. Once you've found your support system, don't hesitate to lean on them when needed. Asking for help is not a weakness, but a strength we all possess. So remember, you're not alone on this journey. With the right support, you can conquer procrastination and achieve your goals. Now on to the 4th way to beat procrastination and reach your goals. And that's by creating a plan and sticking to it. You see, we all have dreams and ambitions, but few of us take the time to sit down and devise a plan to achieve them. We get swept up in the daily routine of life and forget that our dreams demand action. They require a plan. I understand some of you might think, but Jim, I don't have time to plan. I'm too busy with work, family, and other commitments. To that I say, nonsense. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. And it's up to us how we use them. The key difference between successful and unsuccessful people lies in how they utilize their time. So ask yourself this: how much time do you spend scrolling through social media, binge watching TV shows, or mindlessly surfing the internet compared to planning and working towards your goals? If your answer leans towards the former, it's time for a change. Creating a plan isn't just about setting goals and deadlines. It's about breaking those daunting goals into manageable tasks. It's about crafting a roadmap that leads you towards your dreams. And most importantly, it's about taking action. A plan is pointless without action. It's like having a map, but not embarking on the journey. You might know where you want to go, but without that first step, you'll never reach your destination. I understand creating a plan can feel overwhelming. You might not know where to start or how to proceed. Let me share with you a simple yet effective method I've used throughout my life. The 5 Ps. The first P stands for purpose. You must have a clear purpose for your goals. Why do you want to achieve them? What will they mean for you in your life? A strong purpose provides the motivation and drive needed to create and stick to a plan. The second P is prioritize. Not everything needs to be done at once. Identify what's most important and focus on that first. This prevents overwhelm and allows you to make progress towards your goals. The third P is plan. Break down your goals into smaller, actionable tasks. Write down what needs to be done, when, and how. This provides a clear roadmap and keeps you on track. The fourth P is persistence. Creating a plan isn't a one-off task. You must continually review and adjust it as you progress. Remain persistent in taking action towards your goals despite setbacks or failures. Lastly, the fifth P is patience. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your goals be achieved overnight. Trust the process and be patient with yourself. Stick to your plan and keep taking action. You'll eventually get there. Formulating a plan is merely the start. The true test is in adhering to it. Here's where discipline plays a pivotal role. Discipline serves as the conduit between aspirations and achievements, distinguishing between those who dream and those who achieve. Uphold discipline in your daily rituals thrice a yearly. Engage in exercise, read, and dedicate time to your goals. Refuse to let distractions or excuses impede your journey forward. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. When you feel like giving up, recall your purpose, your reason for starting. Keep pushing forward. If you ever feel lost or off track, return to your plan. It will steer you back on course. Now on to the third way to beat procrastination and achieve your goals. Stepping out of your comfort zone. It might sound simple, but it's a concept many struggle with. So, without further ado, let's delve into the topic. We all have a comfort zone, a place of safety and familiarity where we feel in control. However, growth and success don't occur within this zone. They happen when we venture beyond its boundaries. Think about it. When was the last time you achieved something significant without stepping out of your comfort zone? It's challenging to recall because genuine growth occurs when we challenge ourselves, take risks, and embrace discomfort. I understand your concerns. Stepping out of your comfort zone can be daunting. What if you fail? What if you embarrass yourself? But ask yourself this: what's more frightening? Taking a chance and potentially failing, or living a life of mediocrity, always wondering, what if? The greatest regret of the dying isn't what they did, but what they didn't do. The risks they avoided, the opportunities they missed, and the comfort zones they clung to. Don't let fear hold you back from realizing your full potential. So how do we step out of our comfort zone? Firstly, identify what's keeping you within its confines, whether it's fear of failure, judgment, or the unknown. Acknowledge it. Then consciously decide to move past it. Next, start small. Stepping out of your comfort zone doesn't require grand gestures. It can be as simple as trying a new hobby, altering your commute, or initiating a conversation with a stranger. These small steps build confidence and pave the way for more significant risks. Lastly, surround yourself with inspiring and challenging individuals. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you aspire to grow and succeed, surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share similar goals and push you to be your best self. Move on to the fourth step, embracing discomfort. Yes, stepping out of your comfort zone is uncomfortable, but that's where growth thrives. Embrace the discomfort and remind yourself that it's temporary and necessary for personal development. The fifth and final step is to adopt a growth mindset. Instead of viewing challenges and failures as setbacks, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Let me tell you a story about how doing something scary changed my life. I started off as a stock clerk in a small shop. It was okay, but I wanted more, so I took a chance and applied for a job in sales at the same shop. Even though I was scared of being told no, I kept trying and got the job. After that, I kept doing things that made me nervous, like taking on new challenges. Because of this, I became one of the best salespeople in the shop. Eventually, I even started my own business. If I hadn't taken those scary steps, I wouldn't be as happy and successful as I am today. Now, the next step, breaking down your goals into smaller tasks. Yes, you heard it right. The key to overcoming procrastination and reaching your goals. You might wonder how such a simple concept can address such a complex issue. Allow me to explain. We all harbor grand dreams and aspirations, which is essential for providing direction and motivation in life. However, problems arise when we attempt to tackle these lofty goals all at once. Feeling overwhelmed, we resort to procrastination, convincing ourselves that we'll start tomorrow, next week, or next month. But the truth is, tomorrow never comes. Before we know it, years pass, and we remain stagnant with unfulfilled dreams. But what if I told you that by breaking down your goals into smaller tasks, you could overcome procrastination and make progress towards your dreams? When we break down our goals, we create a roadmap for ourselves, dividing overwhelming goals into achievable tasks. Let me provide an example. Suppose your goal is to start a successful business. While this is a daunting goal, breaking it down into smaller tasks, such as researching your target market, creating a business plan, and finding a suitable location makes it more manageable. By focusing on one task at a time, significant progress can be made towards your ultimate goal. Moreover, breaking down goals into smaller tasks helps overcome the fear of failure. Many procrastinate due to fear of not achieving their lofty goals. However, when goals are broken down, mini goals are created. Achieving these mini goals fosters confidence and momentum, propelling us towards our ultimate goal. Furthermore, breaking down goals aids in time management. With busy lives, finding time to work on goals can be challenging. However, when tasks are smaller, it becomes easier to allocate pockets of time throughout the day. Spending just 30 minutes daily on tasks like researching your target market or working on your business plan may seem insignificant, but cumulatively they contribute to progress towards your goals. You might be thinking, Jim, breaking down goals into smaller tasks sounds great. But how do we determine which tasks to focus on? The answer is simple. Prioritization. When pursuing a big goal, it's crucial to prioritize tasks with the most significant impact. Identify tasks that bring you closer to your goal. Distinguishing essential tasks from those that can wait by prioritizing tasks. Focus is directed towards the most critical ones, facilitating progress towards the goal. However, breaking down goals into smaller tasks isn't sufficient. A plan must be in place. A goal without a plan is merely a wish. Once goals are broken down, create an action plan, setting deadlines for each task and holding yourself accountable. Remember, it's okay to adjust the plan as circumstances change. Life is unpredictable, but with a flexible plan, adjustments can be made and progress can continue. I want to address a common misconception about breaking down goals into smaller tasks. Some believe that doing so implies settling for less, fearing they're not aiming high enough. However, this is far from the truth. Breaking down goals isn't settling. It's setting oneself up for success. It's creating a roadmap to guide you towards your ultimate goal. Something to be proud of. We've all been guilty of procrastination at some point in our lives, hindering us from achieving our goals and dreams. However, I'm here to tell you that there's a way to overcome procrastination and reach your goals. And it begins with setting specific and realistic goals. Procrastination offers a false sense of comfort, convincing us that we'll act tomorrow, next week, or next month. We make excuses, justifying our inaction. However, procrastination steals our time and hinders our success. To overcome it, we must set specific and realistic goals. Without clear goals, we're akin to a ship without a destination, drifting through life aimlessly. But with specific goals, we gain direction, purpose, and motivation to take action. Yet setting goals isn't enough. They must also be realistic. Many set lofty, unattainable goals, setting themselves up for failure and discouragement. Instead, set realistic goals within reach. Dream big, but remain practical. Let me share a personal anecdote illustrating the power of setting specific and realistic goals. Years ago, I was a broke and directionless young man. Attending a seminar on goal setting, I was challenged to write down my goals and devise a plan to achieve them. Taking the plunge, I set small achievable goals, such as saving 100 monthly and reading 1 book per week. Achieving these goals bolstered my confidence and spurred me to set larger goals like starting my own business and becoming a millionaire. Through setting specific and realistic goals and taking consistent action, I achieved those dreams. How do I set specific and realistic goals? Firstly, get clear on what you want. Reflect on your dreams and desires, jotting down what you wish to achieve personally and professionally. Next, break down big goals into smaller, more manageable ones. For instance, if aiming to lose 50 pounds, start with a goal of losing 5 pounds in a month. This not only makes goals more realistic, but also instills a sense of progress and motivation. Lastly, hold yourself accountable. Share your goals with others. Find an accountability partner or join a mastermind group. This not only keeps you on track, but also provides support and encouragement. To sum up, remember the saying, if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. Don't let procrastination hold you back. I have an intriguing topic to discuss, which I've titled 5 Simple Steps to Move from Average to Fortune. I've been invited to speak on this subject at various corporations and companies, and now I'm excited to share it with you. Imagine for a moment that you're walking through a dense forest. The path before you is familiar, well-trodden, and safe. This path represents the average journey that many of us are on. It's comfortable, predictable, and, well, average. But what if, just off this path, there's a trail leading to a place of extraordinary beauty, wealth, and fulfillment? That trail is the path from average to fortune, and it's one that few decide to take. Not because they can't, but because they either don't know it exists or fear the unknown challenges it might present. The journey from average to fortune is akin to transforming a piece of coal into a diamond. It requires pressure, time, and a process. It's not an overnight feat, nor is it a stroke of luck. It's a deliberate and conscious decision to embark on a journey that not everyone is willing to take. But you, my friends, are not just anyone. You have the potential to go beyond the ordinary, to create a life of extraordinary richness in all its forms. Wealth, relationships, health, and personal fulfillment. I was raised in a small community of approximately 4,000 or 5,000 residents. Following my high school graduation, I enrolled in college for a year and a half before opting to leave, confident in my intelligence, to pursue my ambitions without formal education. My parents provided me with a strong foundation. Being an only child, they dedicated extra time to my upbringing, ensuring I had a solid start in life. A few years after leaving school, I met a charming young lady whom I persuaded to marry me, making various promises about our future. However, a couple of years into our marriage, it appeared that my wife might not have made the wisest decision, as I found myself struggling. Financial difficulties arose with more month left at the end of the money, as they say. Despite my willingness to work hard, things weren't unfolding as smoothly as I had envisaged. I began falling behind on bills and contemplating my next steps. Should I return to education to acquire more qualifications? With no capital to initiate a business, I grappled with these questions at a time when I desperately sought solutions on how to attain success and transform my life. At the age of 25, I was blessed with good fortune. And sometimes it's challenging to articulate good fortune. Why do unique events occur when they do? Part of that remains a mystery to me. I genuinely don't know. A friend once remarked, well, things don't just happen, they happen just. Perhaps there's some truth to that, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure. However, my stroke of good luck came at age 25 when I encountered a truly remarkable man. His name was Mr. Schaff. Mr. Earl Schaff, and he's the individual who provided me with the final answers I had been seeking until that point. Mr. Schaff, Mr. Schaff, was an exceptional individual, a businessman, an entrepreneur with multiple ventures. He took a liking to me and offered me employment. I joined his team and spent the subsequent 5 years working under his guidance. Unfortunately, at the conclusion of those 5 years, he passed away. During those 5 years, I had the privilege of spending time with this remarkable man. He's the one who provided me with the answers I sought. His insights and ideas profoundly impacted my life, and I will forever be thankful for encountering someone who generously shared their knowledge with me. The greatest gift Mr. Schaff bestowed upon me wasn't merely a job, it was the wisdom of his philosophy. Luckily, his approach resonated with me. I embraced it, applied it diligently, and witnessed its transformative power in my life. Around 17 years ago, I resided in Beverly Hills. And during that time, I sorted through all the notes I had accumulated over the preceding 5 years. It occurred to me, why not share these insights with others? I've utilized them to positively change my life, and perhaps others would find them beneficial too. Thus, I compiled all the material and 5 years ago delivered my inaugural lecture, my first seminar. Since then, I've increasingly dedicated my time to lecturing and disseminating ideas on how to enhance various aspects of life, personally, socially, and economically. Particularly in the last 6 or 7 years, I've had the privilege to travel extensively worldwide. The seminar has been translated into numerous languages, and I now find myself primarily engaged in lecturing, sharing ideas, and endeavoring to provide solutions that can truly make a difference in people's lives. Let me give you this simple little talk. How to go from average to fortune. There are 5 simple steps you might want to take note of. The initial stage in this transformative journey involves nurturing a vision that exceeds your present circumstances. This is where your journey truly commences. Picture a gardener diligently tending to the soil, planting seeds without knowing precisely how each will grow, but with a vision of a lush, bountiful garden. That's the kind of vision you need. A seed in your mind blossoming into something extraordinary. But what does it mean to have a vision? It's more than just a fleeting thought or a daydream. It's a clear and vivid picture of what you want your life to encompass. In every aspect, it's the ability to envision a life, not as it is, but as it could be. This vision becomes the compass guiding your decisions, influencing your actions, and shaping your future. To cultivate such a vision, you must first allow yourself to dream. Recall the ease with which you could imagine boundless possibilities as a child. As adults, we often lose this ability to dream without limits, becoming weighed down by the realities of life. Today, I urge you to reconnect with that childlike wonder, to dream big and envision a life that excites you and fills you with passion and purpose. However, a vision without clarity is like a ship without a rudder. It's crucial to be specific about what you want. Define what wealth means to you. Is it a certain amount in your bank account, owning your dream home, or the freedom to travel the world? Clarity will transform your vision from a vague idea into a tangible goal. You must believe in your vision with unwavering conviction. This belief isn't blind optimism, it's a deep-seated faith in your ability to achieve what you envision. It's what sustains you during challenging times and keeps you focused on your goals. Next, your vision must be nurtured. Just as the gardener tends to their seeds, you need to nurture your vision. This involves feeding it with positive thoughts, surrounding yourself with supportive individuals, and continuously reaffirming your commitment to your vision. It also entails learning and adapting. as growth and change are essential for realizing your vision. Action is crucial. A vision without action is merely a daydream. It's the consistent small steps taken every day that lead to significant change over time. Patience is key, as achieving your vision takes time and perseverance. Stay focused on your vision, maintain a positive attitude, and trust in the process. Cultivating a vision beyond the ordinary lays the foundation for everything that follows. It elevates you from the realm of the average and sets you on the path to fortune. Your vision is your destination, and the journey we're on is the road that will take you there. So hold your vision close to your heart, for it is the first step in transforming your life from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Here's the second one. Get serious. I don't know any substitute for that. You really need to get serious. You don't have to be grim, but you must be serious. I know a guy who's got half a dozen jokes keeping him from becoming wealthy. He's not known as rich. He's known as a joker, which I suppose is fine if that's the kind of life you want to lead. But it really isn't the best way to live. To transition from average to fortune, you need to get serious, and this entails focusing on two crucial aspects. Firstly, you must get serious about setting your goals and determining your direction for the next 5 to 10 years. This is immensely important. What are your economic aspirations? Where do you envision yourself going? What are your desired achievements? What do you aim to possess and share? How much do you aspire to earn? How far do you wish to progress? These are fundamental questions to contemplate. And in my view, getting serious about them is essential for achieving your desired outcomes over the next 5 to 10 years. Secondly, you must get serious about personal development. Personal development involves striving diligently to become the individual you aspire to be. It requires dedicated effort. 10 years from now, you will inevitably become someone. But the pivotal question is, who will you become? What traits are you cultivating by embarking on this journey of personal development? Now you can swiftly embark on a new path towards becoming the person you desire to be. There's a crucial question that needs to be asked 10 years from now. You will undoubtedly reach a destination, and the question is where to address this question and determine the destination you aspire to reach and the person you aim to become. You must get serious. So that's point number 2, to make your life meaningful and distinct and to transition from an average existence to fortune. You must get serious now. Move on with the next stage. Carry with you the understanding that discipline and consistency are not merely actions, but a way of life. You a commitment to yourself and your vision. They serve as the stepping stones on your path from average to fortune. Having embraced the disciplines of vision, consistency, and discipline, we arrive at a cornerstone pivotal in our quest. From average to fortune, lifelong learning and skill acquisition. This step is akin to navigating a river flowing through ever-changing lands. The river of knowledge is vast and varied, and to navigate it effectively, we must be willing to continually learn and adapt, acquiring new skills along the way. The pursuit of lifelong learning entails recognizing that the world is a classroom, with each day bringing new lessons. It acknowledges that regardless of our current knowledge, there is always more to learn. It's fueled by a thirst for knowledge, a curiosity that propels us to understand more today than yesterday, and even more tomorrow. This journey of learning transcends formal education, encompassing a deeper, more personal kind of education derived from experience, encounters, literature, risks taken, and challenges faced. It's about remaining open to new ideas, new perspectives, and new opportunities for growth. Every experience, every interaction presents an opportunity to glean insights that propel us closer to our vision of fortune. Let's delve into skill acquisition in a world that constantly evolves. The skills that brought you here may not be the ones that propel you forward. This is where skill acquisition comes into play. It involves identifying the skills necessary to advance towards your goals and taking proactive steps to acquire and master them. Begin by examining your vision and goals. What skills are indispensable to their achievement? Do you require enhanced communication abilities, stronger leadership qualities, or greater proficiency in your field? Once you've pinpointed the essential skills, take deliberate action to develop and refine them. Now, here's number 4. You must get excited, and not just the false enthusiasm of pure positive thinking. You've got to get excited over some very basic things. One is get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things. Because discipline is a major step 1 toward personal progress, and anytime a person wishes to, they can make major changes in their life, personally, socially, and financially. It doesn't ever have to be the same after today. No telling what you could do today if you really wish to. The act of murder is a clear indication that a person in one drastic act can forever change the course of their life. It just happens to be in the negative direction. What I would ask you to do starting today is get excited about committing an act an act that's positive, an act that's constructive, to make the changes in your life that you want made, and to go the direction that you want to go. So, that's number 4. Get excited. Get excited about your potential. Human capacity is usually never the problem. Little children can learn several languages, but we can learn to do the most incredible things. All we need to do is take the time to do it. So it's not a matter of capacity. It's a matter of judgment. It's a matter of excitement. It's a matter of will. And it's a matter of wanting to bad enough. So it's pretty exciting to know that any day you wish, you can change your life. Any day you pick out, you can make major changes. It doesn't ever have to be the same again. And that's exciting, knowing that intellectually and personally you can actually do the things that will make major changes in your life. That's number 4. Here's number 5. Get away. I have found, especially in the last 15-20 years, that there's an important thing called life balance. You've got to learn to get away. You must learn to get away and be alone. Learn to get away and reflect. Learn to get away and learn how to live as well as how to earn. How sad it would be to learn how to earn well, but not learn how to live well. You must balance your life. We teach something. Especially in my staff, I teach something called lifestyle. Lifestyle is how you learn to live your life. Some people have money, but they don't even know how to spend it. They have time, but they don't know how to spend it. Some people are successful, but they don't know how to spend their success. They don't know what to do with it. They don't get joy from it. Rather, they get animosity. A father takes $5, crushes it, and throws it at his son and says, "If you need it that bad, take it." Now it's the same $5, but instead of dispensing it with joy, he dispenses it with animosity. That's the difference in not knowing how to live. It's called lifestyle. Then you've got to take time to cultivate good friends. You've got to take time to be with your family. You've got to take time to be with the people who are important to you, designing your life in those respects. Get away, take the time, reflect on your life, recharge your batteries, do some growing away from your enterprise. Then when you come back to your enterprise, after you have taken this time to balance your life, you will find that on the job, working on your enterprise, things will really go much better. So those are the 5 simple steps to go from average to fortune. Get serious, get smart, get going, get excited, and get away. I hope those points will be valuable for you as you consider them. And I want to thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time to spend just a little time with you. I would invite you to come and attend my seminar. If I get a chance to see you there, I'll be happy to meet you. We usually have several hundred to 1,000 people attending the seminar, and I'd love to have you. I think I have some interesting things to share about life and about economics and how to do better. I've learned a lot these last 20 years, and I've capsulized it in one evening. It's from 7 to 11. It's 4 hours of some very interesting material. And I think you'd find it exciting. I've got some ideas to share. I don't claim they're right. I just claim they're my ideas. But if you'll take the time, if you'll spend an evening with me, I think you'll find it rewarding. And I want to thank you for giving me this few minutes of your time. And for you giving me some of your time, I would just like to sincerely share this with you.